What up, live streamers? I am live streaming, converting stuff over to TypeScript. You're going to need to give me a second, though, while I get this YouTube link over to my friends over on Discord. So if you are unfamiliar, I do not do anything with the YouTube live chat or anything. I just totally ignore it. If you want to chat, then you'll want to come to Discord to do that. So yeah, and I'm going to give them a Zoom link also. I totally forgot I was going to grab that. Invite, copy link. So you can also jump in the Zoom, and you're more than welcome to hang out with us there, assuming you follow the code of conduct and you're nice. Okay, cool. So this is what we're working on. Just going to keep on going from what I was doing yesterday, and it should be a good time. So yeah, let's see. Yeah, I ran into this problem. I wanted to merge these, but I don't think that this merges the way that I think it does. So let me just do a quick TypeScript playground thing. What up, Kevin Bailey? How are you? Okay, so I've got a type A is a string and B a number. Oops, it literally is a string. And then type B is B a string. And then type C is going to be A and B. And then foo is a C, and that's going to have A, hi, and B, yo. And that is not going to work because, yeah, this does not do what I want it to. Basically, I want to be able to merge types, and that's where we're going to bring in typefest merge, because they've got this cool merge utility thing that's like just a bunch of utilities all put together. But yeah, I wonder if I can do something without having to use that merge utility. I feel like that really should be a built-in thing. Type never. B is a never, apparently. So what is C? C is A and B, but what does that even mean? What's a because if it's not merged, then what is it? That's my question. Because that's kind of what I thought a union type was a merge of two types. Oh no, utility types, union. Oh, okay. So the reason that this doesn't work is because info.instruction doesn't exist on file info, and you can only safely access things that are on both of these types. Well, at least that's what it sounds like, but that can't be the case because we have file info.type right here, and this type does not have a .type property. So, oh wait, no, file info. Oh, okay, now this is interesting. File info, the variable, should be both of these things, but it's not for some reason. Info. Okay, no, that's right, that's right. Oh, hold on a second. I think I'm wrong here. We have instruction. That should be a file info. Yeah, that's right. I think that'll fix it. I just had the property in the wrong spot. Sweet. Okay, so then info here. Was it any? Oh, right, because file info type could be more than just, it could be any string. Oh, but here we can assert that the file info type is one of these things. So what if we do type file info type is exercise type and I know with a function here, let's see, file info type is final. Yeah, this is not going to work, but I think I might be able to rewrite this as a function. Exercise or instruction. So then if I come up here, is exercise type, type, and this returns that, or type string. Okay, cool. So then we can come down here, say is exercise type file info dot type. I wonder if that works. Sweet. Yeah, it looks like it does. Sorry, TypeScript is really slow on this file, and I'm not sure why. But yeah, so now this is just a form of a type guard that says, hey, this function returns that type is one of these things. And so therefore, info at type is safe because those are the only properties that it has access to. That's neat. I need to, it's getting warm in here. 1 second. Okay. Cool. So then we go over the exercise infos, and if there's an info, that's interesting. Why wouldn't there be? Yeah, I think ESLint is telling me, yeah, that's unnecessary, and I think it is too. Okay, so then we have a next and a previous also. So next is going to be exercise info. Exercise info. So next is going to be an exercise info, and previous will be an exercise info, and it's also possible to be undefined. Number does not exist on. Huh. Oh, because we assigned these things onto it. So it needs to have those things also. All right. Sweet. And I think this is going to need to get extracted outside of this function because we use that in plenty of places. Okay, cool. So we've constructed our exercise info stuff. So now this theme needs to be a theme is a theme. Tab styles is going into CSS. I forgot. There's something wrong in here. Maybe this needs to be a string. Let's see. It's normally at the bottom. Boy, I sure wish that this wouldn't just disappear on me as I was scrolling around. It was difficult. Okay, well, let's just try something here really quick. This gives me back a bunch of stuff. Well, let's just try this really quick to say, come on, TypeScript. Why it's so slow, I don't know why. Oh, 1 second, I need to do something really quick. All right. Okay. Hey, Maple Leaf has joined us. It's always a pleasure to have you here to tell me the things that I'm doing wrong. Oh, and Ricardo's, oh, wow, we've got a good group here. People tell me what I'm doing wrong, which I always appreciate. Okay.
It's all wrong to start over.
Yeah. Okay, so z-index does need to be a number. That's what I thought. So it's something else it's not happy with. Oh, no, it's totally happy with everything. So tab styles. So it's just not happy with a function call, maybe? Let's fix the z-index again. Oh, you know what? I wonder if I can say that this returns interpolation with theme. Yeah, let's try that. Styles, get tabs, or wait, tab styles. There we go. Now we got to find where this interpolation with themes coming from. I'm guessing we can get it type, or whoops, from emotion core, maybe. Yeah, okay. And then this is going to be my theme. Maybe. Okay, cool. Yep, okay. Now I can say tab styles theme right there. And that is an argument. There we go. Okay, good. I think I skipped over a couple things. So is open and files is open is going to be a Boolean. I think I get that from reach router or reach UI. And then files, I can't remember what files is. Well, it's an array apparently. That's the title, extra credit, isolated path. I think this is an individual file info. Rendered tabs. This is going to be an array of numbers. This is so that we can, this is actually kind of interesting. So the way that the React fundamentals, the way that the workshops work is this is an iframe for this page. So you have the isolated page for each one of these. And then on the exercise pages, this is just an iframe to that page. And so I don't want to load everything unless you actually want to see that for a couple of reasons. But once I've loaded it, I want it to stay loaded. And so right now we just have rendered this iframe, but then I come over to final And now we've rendered this iframe, but if I go back here, that iframe is still hanging out. So we only load the iframes when the tabs actually have been expanded, and then we leave them loaded. That's what this code does. Maple Leaf just shared. Oh, yeah. Thanks, Maple Leaf. Tab style. I actually created that API. That was me. Haha. This is one of the things that Emotion borrowed from Glamorous. It's good times. I'm so glad that Glamorous isn't a thing anymore. It's so nice to just say, oh yeah, Emotion, I'll just use that. Okay, sweet. So, oh, this is actually not an array. This is a set. I wonder how you can define that. Set. Yep. And then the type in the set. So numbers. What are you complaining about? Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Okay, cool. And then this is going to be a number. And current can be undefined. Well, I happen to know that it's not because I'm setting it right here. Yeah, but that's okay. Okay, cool. So then extra credit title apparently is not part of my definition of file info. So that's another thing I forgot to do. Whoops. That's a string. Oh, and it's also optional. Extra credit number is also optional. Yeah, I think that's all that's optional. Okay. String or undefined, and then title is a string. Are you happier with that? I don't know. Yeah, okay. Great. Okay, so then is open, what are you complaining about? Oh, because tabs is doesn't have the CSS prop. Hold on a second, my sister's calling me. And we're back. All right. Okay, so I'm not sure what to do about this one because this is exotic component. Oh, so that should work, I would assume. Yeah, why? I'm not sure why this isn't working. I wonder what would happen if I do this. Yeah, still no dice. Yeah, okay. Do you mean to call this expression? I mean, I can, but you still weren't happy about that. What is this getting mad about? Oh, nothing. Okay, whatever. We'll just call it. Okay, so now we're complaining. Unnecessary conditional because is open is always true. Well, that's not the case. Oh, actually, it is the case because I'm checking if is open right there. So goodbye that. Okay, and I wrote all this code before we had this fancy syntax, so don't get on me about that. Okay, so render tabs current could potentially, but doesn't actually because I said it. I do. I promise. It happens right here. But I'm sure that there's a way. Maybe. I wonder if I did here. Let's get rid of that and get rid of this. And we'll say if is undefined. No, that's not going to work because as far as TypeScript knows, this could get set to undefined at any time because the type of current is or undefined. So yeah, that's not going to work. TypeScript's not going to be happy about that. But I am. I don't really care. It works out fine. And let's bring this, restore it to its former glory. Okay, cool. Now we've got our sandbox with a couple of props. Is open is a Boolean. Isolated path is a string. Here, let's just grab all this. And the link content is going to be a string also. Title is a string, and children is going to be a React node. A React node. A React node. That's the kind of node it is. Yep, sweet. Then we have our exercise container that has props. And what are we doing with those props? Mode and set mode. Well, for whatever. Mode and set mode. I don't know what these are. Navigation. Mode, set mode. I think maybe this has something to do with dark mode, but I can't remember. Yep. Okay. Let's see. A React dispatch, React set state action. And this is going to be a string. And this side is just a string. And actually, it's going to be light or dark. What are you getting mad about? That's what. Okay. Use params. Is that a generic? Cool. So we're going to have exercise number is a string. Okay, so this is going to be a set of numbers. Yeah. Number. So this is a little familiar. Okay, here we go. We've got a key up and this is a regular old event listener. So this allows people to have their focus anywhere, normally on body, and then just to be able to do right and left to change the exercise. I doubt many people even know that's a feature, but it is. So that's what this does. So this is going to be a not a synthetic event. This is a regular event that is a, I think key up is a keyboard event. Yep. Oh, we've got an Amber Alert. Man, this is so sad. Oh my gosh. We've got a baby. Somebody took a baby. That is so sad. All right, it's terrifying. I hope they find the baby. Huh, wow. That fixed all of that. Cool. Does this know? It's an exercise info. Sweet. Yeah, that's cool. Okay, so then this one have no overlap. So what this is supposed to say is if you end up landing on page 30, then it's going to give you this 404 sort of page, not found page. Or if you do like WAT, same story. So this is the WAT if it's not a number. And then this one is if it is a number, we try an exercise info, we get undefined. So we need to say that exercise info can also have undefined in it, I guess. Hold on a second. So if we go TypeScript playground, and this is going to be an array of numbers, and we got 1, 2, 3, and then I say if a at index 3, and console log blah. So that works. I think this is just ESLint. Yeah. So this is a ESLint bug. I think the plugin has a bug. Pretty sure.
Actually, I think it's a TypeScript feature that it thinks that it will never be undefined because it's an array of numbers, so it will always be number or something like that.
Well, so in our case, this is an array of exercise infos, but
yeah,
yeah. So do I need to explicitly say, yeah, so I'm not going to get anything for that either, from at least from TypeScript. I don't need to say that an array can possibly have indexes that don't exist, do I? Like, that seems weird.
Yeah, that's what I had to do in my project, but I'm not sure why it's not complaining here.
Huh. So I can do an undefined check and then say, if it's not undefined, then we can console log a at 3 plus 3 or something. But then if I don't do this check, then it's going to say, hey, that could actually be undefined. But then if I don't put or undefined, then that's going to be totally cool with me doing that. Yeah, that's interesting. I feel like that should be like a built-in thing for arrays. That it's possible you could try to access an index that doesn't have a value.
Yeah.
Actually, if you make it just a falsy test, like the exclamation point.
Sorry, say that again.
Just make it a falsy test because you don't expect it to be null or false.
Oh, so just that, or there's not that. Yeah. All right, that's reasonable. It's just interesting. This particular.
That is interesting. But it kind of makes sense because you don't know
Yeah, so like my intuition tells me that any array that you have should be the type that you give or undefined when you try to access something in the array. But that would be super annoying to work with. Like anytime you did anything with an array, you'd have to say, well, I know that there's an item at this index. Yeah, that's interesting. Okay, well, that's good. Thanks, Ricardo, for that tip. Okay, so unsafe assignment to any, because exercise number is not a number. Wonder how that works. That's interesting. So if I have an array of 1, 2, 3, and I say, get me index 1, I'm going to get 2. If I put that in a string, I still get 2. That's interesting. I think I knew that, but I've forgotten. So that's why this had worked, but TypeScript doesn't like it because it's indexed by numbers instead of strings. Interesting. And navigation, that should expect the exercise. Oh, it's not typed yet. That's why. So we're going to say exercise number. We want this to be a number. We're going to just change it to a number. Mode will be a string, or actually it's light or dark. And set mode will be a React dispatch, React set state action of a string. And right here, it's not going to be happy. So let's come up here. Exercise number string number. There we go. Then I don't have to worry about doing all this number nonsense all over the place. Wonder what happens if you're on a 404 page and you use the arrow keys. Nothing. Because when I do, that's interesting. I would expect maybe this doesn't get rendered. Oh yeah, this won't get rendered at all, I think. No, it does. It's rendering the not found. Fascinating. All right, so if we go to React app, and we're looking for history push. Here we go.
Doesn't it convert the exercise number from URL?
Yeah, it does. What I'm curious about is if I'm on the 404 page, does this keyboard shortcut stuff work? And it looks like it doesn't, which is
but
unexpected.
Exercise number will be not a number.
Right, I know.
It will be none.
Right, but still, this
Oh,
effect should run, and the keyboard or the event listener should be set up. And so I would expect this function to run when I hit the keyboard keys, but it doesn't appear to do that for some reason. I'm going to refresh and see if my breakpoint gets hit. Or actually, I should put it right there.
It didn't even run the effect.
It's not even running the effect. That's weird. Maybe is this? I thought that this gets run. Oh, you know what? This is, hold on a second. Exercise containers getting rendered by the app. Yeah. Oh, but it only matches D. That's why. Okay, so if I do number 30, then yes, it's going to break. Yeah, okay, there we go. That is making more sense. So now I want to find out what happens if I arrow here. In fact, I think I know what's going to happen. It's going to take me to exercise 1. Yes. Okay, good. Neat. Okay, cool. Okay, so coming back. Oh, wow. Lots of the red is gone. I feel like I missed something up here. Here we go. Lazy components. It should be typed. Yeah. Oh, right. So this is saying, hey, this is always true. But I need to say, hey, my record is a string key, but it also could have additional things. So I need to find where this is defined. And this can't be a record. This has got to be lazy components. It's an object that has a key, or the ID is a string, and then this thing. Or actually, you know what? I could say or undefined. That'll do it for me. It's not always truthy. Come on, ESLint. You know better. Okay, so if type of is not equal to undefined, will that make TypeScript happy? It can't be undefined. Oh, well, let's try this.
Yeah, this is one of those cases where TypeScript, for some reason, can't see that the check satisfies, so you got to use a variable.
Yeah, I think it might be because of the property access, because technically instruction.id could change between this line and this line.
Yeah, somehow.
Yeah. Yeah, so that fixes it. I wonder if I can make it easier though.
Probably.
This.
That
Yeah.
should work.
Cool. Yeah, okay. Great. So another one of these. We'll just call it, I guess. That fixed it last time. Come on. Loading. Man. I don't know. Am I the only one where TypeScript just goes super slow sometimes?
Nah, it does this in my project at work too. But we have like 800 components or so, that's expected. But I think sometimes it gets really slow in cases where there's like an explosion of union values. Because I know one time I was working with Babel, and I was trying to narrow a type. It narrowed it from one type to 80, and then it just slowed to a crawl.
Yeah, yeah. When I was working on the
that.
Babel plugin the other day, I had the same problem. It was way worse than this. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, so it's probably something random where TypeScript is like, oh crap, hold on, I gotta figure this out right quick. Be right back.
Yeah. I wonder if I get the new M1 MacBook that if it'll magically start being much better or something.
Perhaps.
Okay. Yeah, so I'm not sure why this is not happy. I mean, I guess I could do this and explicitly type this. You gonna be happy about that, TypeScript? Maybe? Yes, you are. Okay. All right, so then here we've got mode, and this is a light or dark. I think there may be a good argument for extracting this type. Set mode is a React dispatch, React set state action on a string. And Why are you complaining? Oh, I'm missing exercise number. So I guess exercise number is actually not required. Right there. And then here it's like, hey, yo. Oh, that's interesting. Oh, here we're checking it if there's an exercise number. Let's do this. Hold on a second. Who wrote this? I don't write it like that. Maybe I did write that. That's weird. Yeah, Aaron, that's a good suggestion. I'm planning on fixing the mode thing so that I don't have to type it out every time. I'm gonna refactor that later. So mode or info, it's saying could be any because exercise number could be undefined. So if we have exercise number, then we'll grab that. Otherwise, we'll set this to null explicitly. This is still not happy. Nope, there we go. Man, I'm gonna need to make sure that when I start teaching TypeScript that I figure out how to make it not so slow, because teaching when it's really slow would be super annoying. I mean, it's annoying as it is, but be even more annoying when teaching. Okay, cool. Well, that's something good. Oh, right. We've got this. So the problem is that add listener on Match Media is not supported in Jest, in JS-DOM. And so you need a polyfill. Well, there's no polyfill for Match Media that supports the thing you're supposed to use, which I think is add event listener or something, or chat event. Is that it? I can't remember. Media query add event listener. Yeah. So that's what you're supposed to use, but there's no polyfill for it. So we're just going to use the deprecated thing. Sorry, Aaron, I'm trying to figure out what you're talking about. So do I have exercise types? You can turn the array into... Sorry, I think I am missing something. There is a delay, so it's possible that we are missing or we're a little behind each other. But if you can be more explicit about what you're talking about, I'm not sure what you're talking about. Sorry. It's kind of hard to describe in that way. It's much better if you can hang out in the Zoom because then you can like actually talk and there's no delay there. Okay, this is getting mad about that, I think. So we'll just do that instead. We are so close, super close. Then I can refactor and make things better. So get theme mode. Oh, right. Use darken mode. We need to return this as const so that it knows that this will only be that order of things. And now mode is only a string and it's happy about that. Then we add a class name here. I can't remember why I do this. Oh, right, because I don't have, yeah, I can't remember why I do that, but there's a good reason for it for sure. And I can assume that root is always going to be there, but we'll just do this. And then mode is angry. I don't, okay, yeah, so you use dark mode. This is going to be dark or light. There we go. And set mode, dark or light. Yeah, that's fine. Cool. And set mode. That's odd. Oh, right, because it, all right, let's abstract this a little bit. So set mode, grab this. We're going to come up here. we'll have a type dark mode state is dark or light, and type set dark mode state.
Hey, Kent, can you hear me?
I can. What's up?
Hey, how's it going?
Is this Aaron?
Yeah.
Hey there, Aaron.
So what I was talking about is on, I think, line 100 something, you're doing the includes check for the exercise types.
Sorry, 1 second. Let me just finish this thought.
Yeah, no worries.
On line 100, you said?
Somewhere around there. It's the includes helper that you
Oh,
wrote
yeah.
earlier.
This one.
Yeah, so this one. So here you're saying is final exercise instruction.
Mm-hmm.
On line 78, if you at the end of that type in as const, and then here instead of doing is final exercise instruction, you just do type of exercise types. So type is type of exercise types, and then index exercise types as a number. So like if you were accessing exercise types as an array, you want to access the index as number, if that makes sense.
So I'm not sure what, I think I understand what you're saying, but I'm not sure what that means with what I need to.
Yep. So for 81, at the very end of exercise types, use the array brackets.
Okay.
And then type in number.
Oh.
So now what you're saying is I'm accessing the array of exercise types and saying that the index that I'm using is a number, and it can be any of these possible values.
Oh, got it. Okay, so it's effectively it's the same, but now if I make changes to this, I don't have to worry about changing this.
Exactly.
Yeah, cool. Okay, so this is complaining because.
So now you want to just take that same thing. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Okay, so the trick is that where I'm using this, I can't guarantee that type is going to be one of those things.
Oh, right.
Yeah. So I wonder.
So you can just cast. So for your argument type, you want to use string.
Mm-hmm.
And then internally, you can just cast type as string. Or as that, yeah.
Is that?
Yep.
Technically, that's incorrect, though, because type is not going to be one of those things potentially.
Yeah, and unfortunately, some of the ergonomics of the way that the TypeScript library has typed things is not exactly perfect.
Yeah, that there's a limitation here for sure where I should be able to I should be able to write this sort of function without doing anything too wonky. Yep. Honestly, this should be inferred. I think it should be able to say this function returns whether or not this array includes the given input. Like it should be able to infer that.
Yeah, at the very least, you should be able to pass it as a generic.
Yeah.
That includes.
Yeah.
Anyway, it looks like
that was good. I learned something. I think I'm gonna stick with what I had.
No worries.
Actually, I think what it's complaining about is this.
Oh yeah, you might be right.
Yeah, I think that's it. But yeah, this still gets me my cake and I can eat it too. So yeah, that's good.
Cool.
Thank you.
Yeah, no worries.
Okay. Oh, here, let's see what this is complaining about.
Now it's string, I think. Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. You're right. I do need to be explicit because when I don't have as const, it has no guarantee that I'm not going to change this. And so therefore it just says, well, it looks like it's only strings. That's the best I can do for you. So, man, that's a bummer. When I do as const, then it's like, oh, well, you can't see if this is included because it won't be necessarily because it's string. So yeah, this is a weird TypeScript behavior. Yeah. Huh. Yeah, if I had my way, that would change in TypeScript right here. That includes should not require you pass the same type, even like the same foundational type. Like even I should be able to say 3. So even if I didn't say, well, no, with as const either way, like even if I said array of strings, this should still work, and I don't think it will. Yeah. Yeah, so includes should not be, it should not be required that includes passes the same type as the array type. That's what I think. So given all of that interesting information, we are going to go with, what am I going to do?
I think if you just control Z everything, you might get back to where you were.
Yeah. No, I like this. Of course, this doesn't ever really change. So I think I'm going to leave this as const, but we're going to do, no, I can't do that. Dang it.
Also, earlier you were mentioning about the current access, and you specifically said, like, I know that it's not going to be unset, and TypeScript has facilities for that. You just use the bang.
Oh, right. Yeah, the non-nullish thing. I have that that feature turned off through ESLint. But maybe I shouldn't turn that feature off. Yeah. Because I guess the difference is I either add a question mark for the Elvis operator or a bang at the end for non-nullish. And between those two options, I think I'm happier with the question mark. That would be like, if I'm wrong, so like you got to think about what's the difference of if I'm wrong. If I'm wrong and I use the bang, then I get a runtime error. If I'm wrong and I use the question mark, then I don't get a runtime error. I could have other problems, but at least it's not a, that line wouldn't result in a runtime error.
Yeah, that's a fair point.
Yeah, it's still maybe not necessarily better though. Yeah. Okay, I think we're gonna go with this as casting, and I'm gonna add a comment here that includes should allow you to pass any type, but it does not. Frowny face. And this is actually something that would be worthwhile reporting if it's not already reported. So I'm going to see. Where are you? Come on. Oh, I got a message on Discord. I couldn't find it. Okay, so issues. See if we can find anything that is includes. Man, I can't even imagine. Consists of arrays, indices be deferred. Nope. Does not know the type. Oh, that is using the word includes as like includes. That's weird. Okay, I don't think that's the same issue. All right, we're going to make our own. So we're going to say A is an array of number, or well, here, let's just do this. We'll literally do the same thing. And we'll just rename things. 1, 2, 3 is first 3 numbers. Well, forget that. Who cares about that one? Okay, cool. So I want this to work. Okay. I'm going to call this a bug. Array prototype includes should allow passing values of any type. Now that I think about it, I can see use cases where you wouldn't want it to be able to do that. But yeah, I think my use case is compelling. So we'll see what people say. And let's just make sure that on latest nightly, this is not. Yeah, still the same problem. I guess I'll review the FAQ. Where's the FAQ? Read the FAQ. There we go. Okay, so I have to read all of this before filing an issue. I don't think so. Let's just see. What is structural typing? Type erasure. Yeah, okay. I looked over type guards a little bit, and that is not going to be my thing. And type system behavior a little bit. Where am I? Okay. Here's my link. Oh, actually, they want it in this. There we go. Relevant code. Yeah. And this is saying this.
So does the same thing happen for similar array methods like index of or?
I imagine, but let's see, index of. Yeah. Yeah, so it's more than just includes. Let's array methods. Yeah, some array methods. There we go. The same would be useful for anything testing whether or trying to find a value within an array. Probably not just includes or index of. I'm not sure what else. Also index of anything else I'm forgetting. Yeah, that'll work.
I think in terms of what you were saying earlier, where you could figure out whether or not you wanted both cases, one being like, I want the fact that it's not allowing me to search through a list. I think you could fix that issue just if they allowed you to pass a generic.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. In fact, that could be a suggestion.
Yep.
Okay, so actual behavior is getting a TS2345 error because the array. Here, let's change this to foo. No, who cares? It's fine. Because the array is can only contain certain elements. However, this means that I cannot check a value or whether an arbitrary value plus have a type guard that stays in sync with the array. Yep. I think this is a feature request. All right. This wouldn't be a breaking change. Wouldn't change runtime. Could be implemented. Yep. Since it's a runtime feature. Yeah, sure. I'll just assume that I know what their design goals are. Sure. Currently, I am experiencing this. All right. This is better. And I think let's do an array. Um, um, yeah, that is super useful.
Do you want to try it with a set too?
Try what?
So instead of array includes, if you want to try the same code with set has, if it has the same problem.
Oh, yeah, that's also possible. Your set. And then has. And oh, that's interesting. Oh, nope, here we go. I'm not sure how to do this. Get. Yeah, you can't do asconst for a set apparently. Yeah, so the use or this doesn't even work for sets, I guess.
Yeah, different problems.
Yeah. Okay, cool. So, oh, right. Dang it. Oh, good. Thank you, local storage, for saving that. Submit. What? No. Whew. That would have been really sad. Okay, there we go. I just did a TypeScript thing. Cool. So now you can get back to work. Yeah, I was typing the mode stuff. Yeah, these two things. Dark mode state, set dark mode state. Mode is this. Okay. What are you complaining about? Oh. Yeah, because technically it could be anything in local storage. Well, that's got to make everything so verbose, don't you, TypeScript? So let's see. So this val is this. If ls val and return ls val equals dark, otherwise return light. And then else return this. There we go. Now you're happy, aren't you? It is technically more correct. Yes, you have fixed me up good, TypeScript. Okay. Good. And we're getting a little something here because there's no type definition for this. And I doubt there's a types module for this. Yeah, I wouldn't expect so. Kind of don't want to make one. It wouldn't even be useful. So we're just gonna ts ignore. Right? No? I guess you can't, oh, expect error. But this isn't an error, so no type defs needed. Set the type of exercise types to read-only string. Why would read-only? Isn't that what asConst does? What yeah, what benefit does this have over that? Oh. Oh. Oh, well, that's going to change the type of exercise types from an array of only these values to a read-only array of strings. And then that's going to change this because type is a string. I need type to be one of these things. So it's not going to quite work. But thank you anyway. Yeah, I'm learning here. So I appreciate you taking the time to teach me. Okay, so this is complaining because this is technically not a TypeScript error, I guess. Okay, well.
You can just create an empty d.ts file.
Yeah, let me think. I think I have it in types focus visible index d.ts. Oh, whoops, I made that a folder. My bad. Delete that. Yes, move that to trash. Can't remember. So my tsconfig is set here. Share tsconfig. Oh, okay. Well, I'm gonna need to. So this is what you're talking about, right? I'm not doing something weird. We have the types. This is gonna be compiler options, types, type roots. This is gonna be node modules, types, and types. I know a lot of people really like to avoid using this configuration option, but I don't know how you avoid it when you need to do stuff like this. Why is this complaining? Yeah, okay. Aaron said you might want to generate an empty module type def. Is this not what I'm doing? I thought that's what this does, or what this is.
So if you hover over the error, it says you want to do declare module focus visible. It actually shows you the code at the very end.
Oh, thank you. Still no dice here. Oh, wait. There we go. Yay, thank you for that.
No worries.
Yeah, Maple Leaf, the compiler suggestion, I hate those. I want to turn them off. I want to be able to configure those, because if I see those little dots, I'm not happy. And especially when I go and teach stuff, I don't like little dots. We're not going to do that. Of course, I'm not going to teach any of this stuff, but yeah, that is one thing. I did check yesterday because there was another warning that was really bugging me and I couldn't turn it off. I Googled it and yeah, there's no way to do that. What would be best, I think, is to have it in a tsconfig thing where you just, here's a list of all of the warnings I want disabled. That would be nice. Anyway, so this is good. Finally finished that one. These three files, those JS files are actually running. Well, let's see. Actually, yeah, I could TypeScriptify these things. Here, let's run the tests really quick. There we go. Let's see if I broke something. This test is going to take a long time. Okay, I did break something. Property number of undefined. Well, golly gee, I thought that TypeScript was supposed to make these type errors impossible. Unless I don't know how to write TypeScript. Okay. Aha, I remember removing this check. So
I believe in the latest version of TypeScript, they're actually fixing this issue. Effectively, what is happening is you're indexing like something that doesn't exist.
yeah, so I'm iterating over exercise info. Oh, so exercise info contains an array of things that could be undefined somehow. So this technically should be or undefined. But I don't want to do that. What I'd rather do is make sure that we don't put anything in here. Oh, yes. This is what's going on. So we have exercise 1, 2, 3, but if we don't have an exercise 0. And so I'm guessing that what's happening right here is it's iterating all, I don't know, actually, I don't know. Let's do it else and see what this info is. And this is why I wrote this test. I wasn't happy writing this test because it is pretty hardcore, but here, and index of info. Here, let's just come up here. One empty item. That's what's going on. Yeah, oh, rats. Well, let's see how bad it is if I say this could be undefined. So now I've got to come down here Ugh, dang it. Well, I guess here it's just saying, hey, use this, whatever that syntax is called. I forget what it's called. But it's saying, hey, this could return undefined, you know. How annoying is that? I'm not going to make an app that doesn't have any exercises. I just don't have exercise 0. See, now this is like, oh, you're trying to do the thing. And nope, I don't want to do it this way. We're just going to, I realize that this, basically, I'm lying to the compiler and saying, oh, yeah, this is an array of a bunch of things that are defined.
Can you filter exercise info?
Can I, sorry, do what?
Exercise info, filter, Boolean.
Yeah, I could do that right here. Filter, Boolean. And now it's like, wait, what? Now I don't need to do this. So yeah, that works. I wonder if I should just do that in general, like reassign exercise info to that after I do this for loop thing. And we'll say let on this thing. Get rid of missing exercises, like exercise 0, which never exists. I probably should have had like an exercise 0. I mean, we're programmers. We're base 0 of people. Nullish coalescing. Thank you, Aaron. What? CTOR is not a function. That's something in React. I don't remember what it means, but it happens when you try to, yeah. Okay, so we can't do this because I actually try to get it based on its index, and the index is the exercise number. Okay, so we'll just do this. Filter Boolean. Because if I wanted to stick with this approach, I could. I would just have to not, I would have to do a dot find rather than just grab it by its index, which would be super not fun. So we're just going to do this. And we can constify this thing. I was saying something, I forgot what it was, but now it's gone. It's working. Hooray. All right. Good. Set of tests. Let's TypeScriptify this thing. I don't think I technically need to, but man, I hate this so much, doing this thing. So here's what we do. This is how I TypeScriptify mock functions, is when you do mock implementation, sorry, when you do just spy on, then you're going to get back the mocked version of the function, which is triple equal the function itself. So rather than casting this, which I hate, we're going to say, the mock info equals that, and then we call all of these on mock info. And this is going to be a mocked function. Or is it just mock? I can't remember. Spy instance. Okay, sure. We can do spy instance instead. Cool. So that fixes that up. And then server is coming from setup. I'm not sure why it's complaining about this. Does not exist on type. Huh. Returns an object. Nope. Oh, wait. This is my thing. Whoops. Okay, so this is going to return a server. Dang it. It returns, this is me being clever again. So this is going to return either what comes back from setup server or what comes back from setup worker. Yeah, that's weird stuff going on here. So what is it? Let's come back. You set up server API. And I'm guessing that's a setup worker API. All right. So this is going to go set up server API or set up worker API. Is that supposed to be all caps? Oh, bummer. Set up server API from MSW node. Here we go. Okay. So now this is angry because, yeah, server is going to be a setup server API or setup worker API. I don't think this is going to be happy. Yeah. I know, but I need it because I need to export the object. So, dang it.
Can you export the evaluated setup function?
I can't because it needs to accept handlers, which the host application is going to call. I can't remember what there was something weird where yeah, it just wasn't. No, I can't remember. Yeah, so I've got a server. So the host application needs to be able to import the server directly. And so I need to have this in this file. And I suppose, yeah, like I'm pretty sure I want to be able to call setup, but now I can't remember why. So in here, yeah, I wait to call setup until this has been called. Yeah, it just isn't gonna, it would require too much finagling. So, I mean, it's bad enough as it is. There could be some argument for a little bit of a re-architecture here, but I don't have the time to re-architect it. So I'm gonna just hack it to work. So we'll just cast it. Yes, look on with shame. Okay. Cool. So then I come back here as setup server API. And this backend thing. Can
you try on 27 as const?
Yeah, but then, well, let's see what happens. Wouldn't it get angry about that? Maybe, maybe not. Oh, okay. Because setup is expecting to be able to change handlers, I guess.
Maybe just the error as const, not the whole object.
Yeah, that'll do. Thanks. Technically, they can change it to whatever they want when we do this require nonsense stuff, but yeah, it'll work. Module require call. Why did I do that? Oh, that's right. Yeah, okay. Cool. So let's see why things are busted. We're getting passing requests when we shouldn't be. Did I write these tests? Huh, that's weird. Why is this not able to find that? Let's just change this to, I just TSX all the stuff. Oh man, I really don't want to rewrite all my tests as TypeScript. Maybe someday when I'm doing nothing, but this is weird. Why is it saying I can't find that? It's an ESLint thing, so just disable that. I'm starting to get really bored of this. So, okay, so setup handlers, we've got this. Oh, right, yeah, so fail should fail. I think I did change some logic on that. When passing a query param with the text fail. And passing a body with the text fail. Okay. Should fail. So if the body includes fail, then return. If the search params includes fail, then return. Let's see. Query. Oops. It's not even getting here. That would make sense. Oh, yep, resolver. I don't know why TypeScript didn't catch that. Probably because all the weird stuff that I'm doing. Enhanced handlers. What type is that? I guess it can have extra properties, maybe. Yeah, okay, forget that. I don't want to get back into this one. This was really hard to hack together. Okay, well, that's going to work. Sweet. So then if we clear that. Solid. Let's run all the tests now. Yes. All right. Let's see if there's anything left that I wanted to migrate. No, I don't really care about those. I mean, I don't care, but how bad could it be? Oops. Ooh, pretty bad. Just kidding. I'm sure that's not too bad. Nope. I like named imports. That would be better. Why? Prefer, whoops. Reg X, whoops. I configured this rule for sure, but I can't remember why I turned it on. More performant way. Well, heck with that. I'm not going to refactor this to not do this. Wrote the code before enabling the rule and didn't want to rewrite the code. Okay, so now this is complaining because that shouldn't be a thing. Hold on. If I've got an empty file or an empty string, and then I say, let's split this. Here, let's just do this. Second line is going to be undefined. So why is this saying I don't need that? Second line could totally be undefined. So, but the first line is going to be a string. Yeah, so this is going to be string and string or undefined. Target requires 2 elements, but source may have fewer.
The type split returns an array of strings.
Ugh. Yeah, okay. So it's saying I'm getting back from content split an array of strings, but you're trying to say that this is a string and a string or undefined. The target requires 2, but the source could have fewer than that. Well, that's the idea, right? Like, so I'm saying that this second one could be undefined.
Could you assign a default value, like second line equals undefined?
Yeah, we could do that.
Oh, yeah.
And then we just get rid of this, but then we'd still get the fallback just like we did before. So that would work. Yeah, that works. Thank you. Okay, so then here it's complaining because this is possibly undefined, but that is not Yeah, I guess it could. No, it's not. It's not possible because groups could be. Oh, that's interesting. It knows that I have a title in my group. Very cool. So it could be a title with a string, or it could be an array of or arbitrary things, or it could be undefined. But I handle that because I have my fallback. So I don't know what this is worrying about. I guess I guess what it's saying is that title match or the regexp match array. Here, let's do this. So this regexp match array thing. Oh, well, it's not going to give me any more details. Anyway, the regexp match array thing may or may not have a groups property, is what it's saying. And so they're saying if this ends up returning a regexp match array, that thing may not have a groups property and you won't have the fallback. So therefore, problem. But I happen to know that it's not going to return, or this is going to return undefined if it doesn't match. And so it's going to be the fallback match. So if it matches, it's always going to have a group. And if it doesn't match, then I'm going to get the fallback. So this is wrong. I think it's a TypeScript problem. But I don't have time to write a bug for them again. So we're just going to do this. All right, cool. That was pretty painless. Okay, let's try this. Import from ignore is going to be, okay, CWD is a string. Ignore is an array of strings. And this is yelling at me because, what?
It's because
Because of this.
Utilizing the empty odd. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So I need to say this is optional, and ignore should be optional also. Yep. Okay, cool. Thank you. And then we've got a require, but it's not going to be happy about that because this require returns any, and it doesn't have a way to pass a generic. And actually, I've come to the realization that a lot of libraries and stuff, they don't allow you to pass a generic here to say like what this was going to return, because that's not any better than just casting. It literally is no better. So at least as far as I can tell, there's basically no difference. And so I'm just going to cast this as a thing that has a repository URL string. And this is complaining now it's not part of an import statement. No var requires. Well, we're going to disable that sucker. It's another one I should probably just disable in general. If I'm doing it, I know what I'm doing. I might enable it on a team, but not for just myself. Okay. Wow. Okay, sweet. Then let's I'll have to figure out what this is complaining about later.
I think it has to do with the ESLint import plugin. It has trouble like re-resolving files.
Yeah, I'll reload my editor and see if that fixes the problem. Okay, so this is going to be, yeah, CWT is a string and it's also optional, and ignore is an optional string or array of strings, and options is an object, well, record of string and any. And yes, I know I'm using any. Also, it's optional. And we're going to just disable that guy. Unknown, sure. Export, get code. And then get code. This is going to be, yes. Hold on. Index, example index.js. Yeah, so we're just calling the function directly. So this one would be a breaking change. But I can do this. Dot get code. That's what we'll do. That'll work. No way. Okay, so my ring, oh my gosh, it's already 4:06. I went snowboarding this morning, took my kid skiing for the first time, got him a teacher. So I was expecting my ring to tell me that I had great activity today, because it's hard snowboarding. It's a lot of exercise, but nope, I'm only halfway. For goodness sake. What do you got to do to please these computers? I exercise. I probably won't make it. I hang out in my house all day. Oh, well. Okay, yeah, so we're going to export get code. And then in our code gen, what everybody's importing, we'll just export that function directly. That'll work just fine. Okay, cool. You know, it just occurred to me, there's also code gen require. Oops. And then options concurrent mode true. Whew. I wonder if that'll work. That would be way better. I mean, not way better. It's kind of confusing as it is, but it definitely is more sensible, I think. Okay, let's come over here. Get code. And yes, I think I need to refresh the thing. All right, well, let me reload this. See if that fixes ESLint or not. Nope, no dice. You know what? I'm just going to disable that sucker. I don't want to rewrite all this stuff. Okay, let's just see. How bad is it going to be if I do this? Val, that's going to be a any. No, string. It's absolutely a string. I can promise you it's a string. I know it's a string because I say it's a string. Val is string. So what does it want me to say it is? It's an unknown. Take that. Okay. What are you complaining about? Oh, for goodness sake. Sure, we'll just do that. Wait, what? No, that is not what I wanted. I wanted to duplicate this. And yes, it has. Oh, for goodness sake. Match media polyfill function window. I don't know if that's right. Is that right? I think that's wrong.
You want to call export at the front. Yeah, exactly.
Is it just export or do I have to say default?
Oh yeah. You'll want to do export default then.
So this is complaining because it's any type apparently. But it's not though. I gave it a type, so it's not an any type. So maybe ESLint just needs a refresher. I can't believe that when I'm all done here, I will have rewritten this whole thing to TypeScript. I did not want to do that. This is one of my greatest weaknesses, is doing more than I really should. I need to spend more time doing useful things, but I'm learning, so that's good. This is going to be an HTML div element or null, and this see if root. Sure. Okay, and this is complaining because, for goodness sake. Sure, why not? Exercise 05. We'll just make these ones TypeScript and see what happens. It'll be a good test anyway. Okay, so at least it's not complaining about anything, so that's nice. It's a pretty simple file. Is this the final? So then extra. Oh yeah, I'm gonna have to rewrite this just a little bit to satisfy this sucker. So size, we'll default that, and style is this thing.
It's the React CSS properties.
I think that's what I want, right?
The first or the last half of that is what you want.
Is that all I want?
Yeah.
Why not this?
You'll probably want the question mark, but
oh, that's what that is.
yeah,
Got it.
exactly.
That makes sense. Thank you.
There you go.
And then I don't need undefined. Okay, size is also optional. And it's going to be small or medium or large. And this is complaining because, yeah, or empty string, I guess. Okay. And then class name.
You're actually making size optional. If you just remove the default that you set, it would satisfy.
Right, but I want to default the size to an empty string so I don't get box undefined right here.
Oh, I see.
But thanks.
Yep.
Okay, and then the other props is going to be React component properties or whatever for a React div element. I have that in my clipboard. Where was that? This thing, right?
That should do it.
Sweet. Okay, and this is complaining because,
You want that to be an intersection type.
sorry, I don't know. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, with the ampersand symbol.
Sorry, where?
After the closing curly bracket.
So
Oh,
you wanna,
yes, thank you.
Yeah.
That makes sense. Because it's actually not other props,
Yes.
but it is the rest. Sweet. That's cool. Okay, cool. And then this one is already done. Now let's just see. I think this one's probably already done too. Yeah. Okay, well, that wasn't as bad as I thought it would be. And now this is complaining. I'm not sure how this never even loaded. So, boy, some of this stuff is really weird. I wonder what happens if I say promise, resolve. Woo, I am a markdown thingy. Yeah, that's not the right type because my types are wrong. Imports is not necessarily just a bunch of React components. Except that mine is, because I treat mine as MDX. Okay. Well, let's see what happens. TypeScript MDX import. There you are. Let's just see what happens if I stick you in, here, where do I put that? I guess I could put it in types. That would make sense, right? And markdown MDX component. Oh, great. Where am I going to get that? Guess I pull it out of,
it's actually just defining a signature.
Oh, because, yeah, that makes sense. Okay, so now if I get rid of this, because that's only for Webpack anyway, still not happy. Bummer. Here, hold on a second. I'm going to just see if this works. Example, React fundamentals.
Try putting the module, that module type for markdown part. Try putting that in its own file. I've had to do that sometimes for no apparent reason, but
So like just in here, maybe?
yeah.
I don't know if that's included in my thing. I have
Also-
type roots here.
And also make sure of that.
So include is just the source. So I wonder, I could include, hold on a second. Yeah.
I
think that should be include without an S. Yeah.
Cool. Thank you. Okay, so this is now complaining. That's a good thing. Oh, because it's ESLint. I hate you, ESLint. Okay. ESLint. What I really hate is KCD scripts because I should have made this types thing like a legit thing so that it would match these files and whatever. Module exports. Oh, let's do .js. Parser options. I can't remember what this is. Oh, great. Nope, I'm in the wrong module. ESLint config conceit odds. Which file is this going to be? non-rules config probably. Yeah, right here. That's weird. It should be matching all of these. They should all get. Oh, you know what? I think we're actually fine. I just changed my ES or my TS config, and I don't think ESLint is happy about that. Oh, actually, it fixed itself. There we go. Yeah, that was fine. Okay, and this any. Here, let's make that not any. There we go. Okay, so now, sorry, I think Maple Leaf, you mentioned I needed to do something, and I can't remember if I did it or not.
Oh yeah, put it in its own file. And I think you did.
Yeah, I think I did. I just noticed Kyle mentioned in the Discord that I could do box and size. I think that was on here. Yes, I could do this. And then I can get rid of that. And then I don't have to default this. Yeah, that works. That's probably better. Yeah, I like that better. That's much better. Thank you. You rock, Kyle. Thank you. Okay, so files info is not happy. Get app info. This needs to return files info. I think that's returns all this stuff. So let's get all that explicitly typed here. So this is going to be string. This is a file or array of file info. We'll grab that type. And then imports. Let's go find where imports, where was that? Oh, actually, I think it's in types as well. Maybe? I can't remember. Oh, here, let's get rid of this thing. Nope, that's going to be imports. We're going to get that from here. Okay, so then this is going to be and this is going to be Boolean. Yay. Okay. And this is complaining because imports and load files. Oh, no, this is not imports. This is not the real imports. This is actually a string of code of imports. Yep, that's what that is. And I guess it's an array of strings. Yep, that's correct. That makes more sense. Okay, and then the files info. This load files needs to return import type file info from types. And that's what this returns. All right, here we go. This is complaining because we're missing something. Title, ID, full file path, and a bunch of other things. Oh, this is actually going to be it's an array of file infos. Title could be undefined apparently. Yeah, okay. So if we initialize it, unknown, unknown. Why is it complaining now? Yep, that'll work. And now this is complaining because I don't like doing assignments like that. Okay. That should work. And now this is an array of files info. We map those into imports. Yeah. Okay. Back to this. GitHub repo URL. It is not happy with that. Does not exist. Oh, that's interesting. Apparently that is right. Okay. So this is where TypeScript helps out. It's like, hey, you're doing a thing. You don't need to do that thing. Okay, and this is supposed to be a really annoying, my goodness, backend type is backend types. Oh. Okay, cool. So then I can import the backend here. Where's the types? Oh, I'm not importing any types yet. Backend. Oops. All right. And this is going to yell at me. No, I'm casting it. So why is that first one? Yeah. All right. Well, import statement thing. Oh man, I can almost taste it. We are so close because these other ones are going to be easier, I think. Well, hopefully that server one. Maybe not. Okay, I think ESLint just needs a reload here because I don't think there's anything wrong with that. Bummer. Okay. Well, I'm just going to disable that because I don't want to deal with it. Okay. And get rid of this. Oh, that might be why, actually. Yep, that's why. Haha. Ooh, I'm doing the State of JS live stream. I should probably take a break before that. Okay. Just got to figure out why. Oh. I can't find module that or its type. I know it exists. Exercise 05.md. It's there. VS Code is telling me it's there. I know it's there. Well, that failed to compile. I'll have to look at that here in a second. Oh, wait a second. Huh. Why did it try to find that relative? That sounds like a bug in CodeGen. Great. There's another nerd snipe. Okay, well. Let's solve this one first. All right. TypeScript import mark or MD file cannot find module. Thank you, Aaron. Let me take a look. Yeah, that's what it looks like I've got in my index DTS here. So you have declare module and then the file extension and what it exports. Yeah, so I should be able to be good. Yeah, it's just not happy with this one. I don't know why. Man. I wonder what happens if I just remove these two imports. Just for the tests. Kind of don't think anything goes wrong, maybe. Yeah, rats. That is wrong. Things do go wrong. Yeah, that's weird. I think it might have something to do with this, though. Maybe? I don't think so. I think there's something else going on here. Yeah, because I call that in here. Oh, snap. What did I screw up? We're getting a 404. All right, well, let me come over here. I stopped that. Just make sure that it can run in reality. Bummer. Require is not a function. Yeah, it's possible. I mean, I'm still using Babel to compile it from TypeScript. Oh, you know what? I just remembered that this actually, the example app references the dist directory here. So we need to build stuff for it to get the latest changes. Oh, wait, coming back. Wrong directory. So I don't think I'll be able to run the app until this successfully builds, which I kind of don't think it will. Yikes. Whoa, what happened here? Oh, I never finished this one. Dang it. I'm not happy about this. All right, we'll get to the test later. Okay, we gotta finish migrating to TypeScript. Okay. If the backend, which is optional, and then here we're gonna say server as server or setup server or worker API. Oh, here we go. Now what are you complaining about? Because I'm using void? Yeah, well. Then ignore. You still complaining about this? Oh, because I'm, yeah, well, void. I should disable that one too. If I'm using it, there's a good reason. Okay. Is previous is isolated. That's going to be a Boolean. I don't know why I don't initialize it to false though. Yeah, I think I can initialize that to false. Yeah. Okay. UI is going to be React element, and the L is going to be a HTML DOM or a div element. And this is not going to be happy. React root, is that a thing? No. Yeah. I wouldn't expect that it would. Because it's, yeah, okay, well, I suppose I could add it. Okay, see ya, Maple Leaf. So isn't there a way to extend or enhance or whatever, add properties to an existing thing? Like, do I need to add another folder here for React DOM for my own additions?
Yep. And then you can just extend. I think in the TypeScript handbook, they have a page on how to do it. It's effectively like interface merging.
TypeScript extend module. I bet Jest, some Jest plugin, or in fact, I bet Jest DOM would be a good example to look at. Types. Maybe. No. I thought that they had. Oh, yep, they're still running with the definitely typed. Types for testing library Jest DOM. All right. So then do you declare the namespace and then maybe do all this same stuff?
So in this particular example, the authors of Jest have declared this namespace of which you can extend.
Got it.
I'm pretty sure that you're going to do something very similar, but it's specifically related to the module. So declare module React DOM, and then hopefully it'll just merge.
Okay.
In quotes, like React-DOM.
Oh.
Yep.
That makes sense.
And then hopefully you'll be able to just make your extensions and they'll work. I always forget the syntax, otherwise I'd hand feed it to you.
Yeah. Well, do I need this reference types thing?
No.
Okay. And then interface, this is going to be like my default export, right? And then create root. You know what? I don't care enough. I don't care enough. I'm not going to do this. We're just going to have TypeScript ignore all this stuff. I don't care enough to be type safe here. And we'll have ESLint disable this also. Oops. In fact, isn't there, let's see, disable ESLint or ESLint disable? Ah, shoot, I always forget how to do this. ESLint disable blocks of code. There's like a start and a stop. Yeah, ESLint disable and then ESLint enable. There we go. Yes, this is good. This is going to be a string and info. This is going to be a file info. Or null, I guess, or undefined. Yep, there we go. And info could be undefined. Yeah, because it's coming from find. Technically, we take care of the undefined case here, but TypeScript isn't quite smart enough to know that. Okay, an unmount is going to be a void function. Or it could be undefined. And actually, it's not just a void function. This takes an element, Ishmael element, and it returns void. There we go. Oh, it could also be null, I suppose. Ooh, I remember I need to query it every time. So,
Another case for the bang.
yeah, I guess that's true. Yeah. No, I probably shouldn't call unmount if there is no root anyway. So we'll just do this. Here, and actually, what we're going to do is we'll make a root L. Oh, that's funny. Ah. Possibly null. Well, dang it. Oh, right. If we don't do this in HMR, sometimes it's, oh, right. That's true. Yep. I've seen this happen. Maybe we're okay to just go with root L. I can't remember. I can't remember. Let's just do this. You know what? If root L doesn't exist, then the whole thing is messed up. So I need to say if not root L, and then alert this document does not have a root or a div with the ID of root, but it should. Or please add it. No, it is not null. It's impossible to be null at this point. Oh, we got a return. That's right. Okay, good. So now no, root L cannot be null. I guess technically this function could get called before that all that happens, but we can do this. Oh, but now I can't return. Ah, dang it. Man. We'll just cast that sucker. And I'm the worst. I'm the worst. I'm the worst. Okay. Yeah, that's, oh, I missed an earlier chat in Discord. Wouldn't the isolated, not previous isolated result in a different outcome if the previous is null? Oh, thank you for, yeah. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, thank you for that. So it can be null. Yep, that's right. And I think I remember running into a problem with that in the past. Isolated module import. This is, I can't remember, imports. So this is going to be a lazy yada yada thing. I've got it in types. No, it's going to be this. It's a function that does this actually. Type import or dynamic import function. Oops. Okay, let's finish that. There we go. And here we go. Okay, so then down here. Yep, and that's happy. Sweet. Okay, so now it's complaining because handled. Well, and I hate that. What happens if I return it? Now this is going to complain. Arr! What if I just don't want to handle those things? That's annoying. Okay. Get a script, get attribute. Oh, because I guess I could be setting, wait a second. Right, because this could be null. That's fine. Script parent node could be null. Well, if it doesn't have a parent node, then I won't want to do that, I suppose. This code right here is crazy, but it's how the first couple exercises work. So this is HTML files. All of these are HTML files. All 4 of these, and then all their like finals and everything. And so you're working in your HTML file. We load that raw HTML, and then oh yeah, and you have like script tags in there and stuff. And one of those script tags for this one, because we're using React, is Babel. So if we look at this, you'll see that you've got, oh no, maybe it's this one. Oh yeah, it's like on exercise 3 or 4 you add Babel. So here's the code that we write, and then here are the scripts, and there's Babel right there. So for this to work, oh sorry, this is the code that we write. For this to work, we have to and to actually load the scripts, we have to, if you look really carefully when I refresh, you'll see that it has got like a bunch of other stuff in here, and then it gets totally replaced. That's because I want, when you're going through the exercises, I want you to be able to look at this and see it as exactly what you wrote in your HTML file. And so I have to take the app, and then I remove everything and put in its place the HTML file you wrote. But I can't just enter HTML, because then the scripts don't run. I have to append them manually, and that's what this is doing. And then I also manually call Babel transform script tags, because just the way that it all ends up loading in, Babel doesn't do that automatically when you do this. It's crazy, but it's awesome. It's awesome. Oh, thanks, Aaron, about the get attribute, set attribute bug. Yeah. Yeah, that's too bad. But I don't mind this. That's fine. I guess technically at some point, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, so now I just need to have a Babel on my window, and that's going to be right here. Shoot, I forgot how to do this, but I do it in my remix. Can't see dots. Types, index. Here we go. I do this. Boom. So then we have a Babel. Yep. That has this. That is a void function. It's always truthy. Well, it's not always truthy, actually. So how about that?
I think that's ESLint.
Oh, let's just see what happens. Reload that. Very good. Thank you. Okay, cool. We are almost there. Render. It is not happy with the render that I'm passing. That's right here. Probably because the return value, I can't remember how I define this render. It's interesting. React element, HTML element. That's fine. And then void. Yeah. Oh no, it shouldn't return void. It needs to return unmount. Returns a void function. All right, and now imports is mad because oh, it doesn't exist. Oh, we don't need to pass imports. Ha! Sick. And options. Do we not use options? Apparently we, oh, I feel like there was a time where I wanted to pass options and then I don't anymore. Yeah. Okay, well now what are you complaining about? For goodness sake. Oh, is it this other workshop options thing? Maybe. GitHub URL is declared here. Hold on a second. Oh, we need to pass it here, which means that now I actually do need it here. Oh man, how did I miss this? I feel like this would actually be a bug. That's interesting. Make workshop app, there's the GitHub URL. So it was being passed. Oh, that's handling the other options. Okay, so other workshop options, this is going to be and GitHub URL string. Yeah, that's what where that came from. And now we don't need to pass this because that's coming on the other workshop options. And now that's happy. Okay, that makes sense. So if we go back to our test now, we need that GitHub URL. And that comes from here. Okay. Cool. All right, well, that's fun. So now let's see if this will build. Ah, man, it's just those things. Well, what happens if I come over here and I just say, I don't care? I kind of don't think that'll work. Not sure why my MD declaration isn't applying properly. And we'll do the same thing on this one. Okay, try building now. So we compile it all with Babel, and then we also bundle a couple of things. Oh, and we do TypeScript definitions. So the TypeScript definitions were generated, so that's cool. But bundling did not work. Bummer. Huh, that's interesting. Let's delete this and try that again. Still not happy about something. Well, let's see why those type definitions aren't getting generated properly. Start with that, yeah. Huh. Where'd they all go? Oh, wait a second. No. Nope, they didn't appear in the directory above like I thought they might. Huh. Okay, well, KCD scripts has got some problems, apparently. That's interesting. Ah, there it is. There they are. Dang it. I think it's happening because of the tests that are, yeah, this one can't be in TypeScript. This one's got to be in JavaScript. Okay, well, let's just get rid of all the yeah, just the non-TypeScript things or whatever. There it is. Okay, that's better. Yeah, okay, so I'm just going to make a note. This file cannot be in TypeScript because it imports files from the exercises directory, which leads to all the TS defs being generated with the wrong file structure during the build. Okay. Okay, let's just, while we're here, should be. I think Alfred tip. This needs to be. There we go. That's better. Let's move to test utils first. Hold on a second. Huh. I already tested that thing. Whatever, that's fine. Actually, I guess we'll just leave that there. That's fine. All right, now let's try this one. Oh, please. Yikes. I don't want to do this. I don't want to do it. So I'm not going to. This is going to be JS. Okay. Anyway. So what do we have left? Just figuring out what this build problem is, I suppose. So let's dive into here, right there. Format file. So it looks like I'm able to create this, but looks like globsync doesn't find it. And I think it's because it's a scoped package. Yeah, that's exactly why. So this needs to be, yeah, that's why. It's because it's a scoped package, dang it. Yeah, how are we gonna do this? And this is more complicated than it needs to be. Who wrote this garbage? No, just kidding. It was me. We want to go to config, roll up, output, name. I guess I could change. Let's see, dist. So here I'm requiring code gen, and then Here I'm getting the server. So I'm getting CodeGen, set up tests. Okay, here we get the main thing, and that's what needs to be the bundle thing, but I can change what that is. That's no problem. Yeah, so that'll work. And I just occurred to me, I need to delete this. Okay, so what I can do is output, or oh, where is that rollup file? Dang it, I lost it. Build name. Yeah, so if I set that build name, then I can make it not be a scoped package. Okay. Build main. I need to reference that thing again. Okay, the directory. File name prefix. Whew. Yeah, I can't get around that. Yeah, no, I'm not doing what I think I am. I need to have a, this should be name, I think. Yep, I think that should be name. And if I change that to name, then I can say, React Workshop app, KCD React Workshop app. Phew, I got to go to that state of JS survey thing. And man, this is going to be more complicated than I thought. Dang it. Man. Well, it was fun. Let's almost there. Just need to build properly. Okay, well, I'll see y'all on the State of JS survey thing. State of JS survey live stream. Live stream. I don't know how to get to that. Well, I know people have been tweeting me about it. Let's find it. Can't see the odds. Live stream state of JS. Here it is. State of JS. So if any of y'all want to join us here, that'll be fun. 15 minutes should be a good time. I'll see you all there. Thanks for hanging out. It was fun. We'll see you in the future.